On this episode of Turnstile, I'm going to reveal my all-time favorite Disney park.
Gee, I wonder what that could be.
Alright, welcome back everybody, and thanks for checking out this video where we're going to explore Epcot. And right now Epcot is just a place full of progress, a place full of change, a place full of construction walls. Yeah, I mean there's so much going on here. Coming into Epcot, we just thought it'd be good to point out some of the construction happening here in the parking lot. So they are pushing back. They're pushing back where they're going to drop people off. And that's kind of cool because our theory is what?
That when you get off the monorail here, you won't have to go through security again.
Right, because the thing is, if you're coming from ticket and transportation, you're technically going through security how many times?
Twice.
And you don't need to do that. So now, hopefully, with this new construction, you'll hit security here, and then anybody coming off of the monorail will be able to
avoid that.
Yeah. All right. As you can see, no more fountain. No more Beverly, no more Cool Station, no nothing. You can see we just walked by where Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be moving into, and that's something they've been working on for a while now. So we're used to construction here at Epcot, but not this much. This is really the climax of all the construction they're going to be doing at the park, because a large percentage of the park is now covered with construction walls. And while it doesn't look beautiful, it's definitely something that still gets me excited, because I know change is coming, change is on the horizon, and hopefully you guys are just as excited as we are. And if you are, make sure to subscribe to Retro Spectrum so you won't miss more updates just like this. All right, next up, why don't we hit the Mouseworks so we can check out some of the cool merchandise over there.
So this is Epcot Forever merchandise. Check this out. I think this is one of the items they had at D23, if I remember right. So it's an Epcot thermos. Come here. They've got like these colored dots.
Heavy duty too. That one's gonna hold up.
$39.99.
It's also not gonna be cheap.
That's a really nice shirt.
The old school Epcot logo with plenty of color. That is a neat design. If you love the old school Epcot coloring.
Pocket.
And it has a pocket. Wow. So you can have the original Epcot poster in either design. Very cool. What do you got down there?
You can never have enough bags. If you're me.
Exiting Mouse Gears, even more walls up. This place is so heavily under construction. It'll blow your mind. But it certainly does take a little bit away from the beauty and the majesty of Epcot. So hopefully they can get this stuff done as soon as possible. But we're literally walking through a construction wall corridor. Wow. And it leads out, as you can see, to Test Track. Little dining area here inside the car wash outside Test Track. What used to be there, Marcy?
Used to have a car, right?
Yeah, they used to have a car inside there. But now, not so much. As I kind of led into before, Epcot has always been one of my favorite parts. Actually, Epcot Center was my favorite part, but I still have a lot of fondness for this particular park. And I'm really excited to head inside the old Odyssey building to see this little display they have in there right now. Now, we're kind of familiar with this display, aren't we, Marcy?
I believe everything came over here from D23.
Yeah, all the posters they had there, some of the little models and whatnot. This was all at D23 just a few months ago when we were over in California. So I'm excited that this is now getting shared with the Central Florida Walt Disney World family. One of the nice things about being here is that all those posters that we got to see up on the big wall over at D23.
Right here for us to see, and I think I'm really excited about the Ratatouille ride. Check out the poster.
And then looking forward to the Celebration Pavilion. This is that new Celebration area coming to fill the center area, as I understand it. And one of the things I'm liking about this is all of the plant life, all the trees. This is a different kind of Epcot.
Yeah.
Transformation of Epcot. The magic of possibility awaits, and this is just the beginning. Epcot experiences have always represented big ideas, from nature to discovery, world culture to the celebration of humanity. It is a place full of wonders. Let's go discover them together.
Water is ancient. It has journeyed around our world since the beginning of time. Born as rain, pouring from the clouds, this water travels to our ocean, where sun and waves send it back to the sky to begin the cycle once again. Everywhere it goes, water is alive with personality, changing form and inviting us to play. More magical than we know, this most precious of resources is waiting to share its secrets. Journey with water.
Ready to play? A fun new digital city is coming where you can play with all your Disney friends.
Welcome to the digital city, where playing is a way of life. Here we go! A place to snap and share. A place to play more. Get ready to play.
Next up, our first intergalactic pavilion is coming to Epcot, and it is out of this world. Let's go take a look.
Greetings, Terrans. I am Corman Ridley from the planet Xandar. On behalf of all Xandarians, may I say that we are extremely pleased and excited to be coming from our world to your Disney World. At our Xandar exhibition, which we understand will be the first Otherworld Showcase Pavilion at Epcot, we will present more brought-out culture. This is a critical moment.
When Rocket unplugs you and starts things rocking.
Now we know the secret of the universe.
Don't panic, I got this.
We look forward to meeting you in person when a pavilion opens at Epcot in the near future.
And now, let's go over to Epcot's World Showcase, where we bring together cultures and ideas from around the globe. Some spectacular new films are coming. Let's at one of them. Wondrous China. Come celebrate the rich culture of his ancient and modern country. Everyone's favorite little shops and all friends. Let's see what he's cooking up for you.
You have brought your appetite, because tonight, Chef Remy is preparing one of his specialties, which I am certain you will enjoy.
Coq au vin? No. A simple omelet? Too simple.
Voilà!
Mais oui, that's it! Quatre ratatouilles pour la 4.
Oui, petit chef.
Over in the United Kingdom, a practically perfect adventure is coming that will have you rattling with delight.
Everything is possible, even the impossible.
As the day fades and dusk turns to night, Epcot comes to life in a global celebration of Disney music. Where the magic of possibility awaits.
This was immersive. I think everybody in there, we heard oohs, we heard ahs. Everyone seemed genuinely excited to see some of these changes coming to Epcot. So thankful to the Walt Disney Parks for bringing that out here so that we could kind of share it with everybody.
Yeah.
So when we went to D23, it was in this very, very large room. The posters were up on this humongous wall. And honestly, there's so much activity at D23, it's kind of hard to hear. So when they were doing like the little light display on the little models, I had no idea what they were doing. All right, so that was a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for joining us on this adventure. But before we leave Epcot, Marcy and I started having a conversation about what were some of our favorite attractions of all time.
Past and present.
Past and present at Epcot or Epcot Center. And we kind of both came up with our own top 3 list.
And go.
So my number three is probably going to have to be Spaceship Earth, the original, the one with Walter Cronkite doing the narration. The original had a lot to it. There's a lot of cool animatronics, and in some ways I kind of missed that attraction. Okay, what was your number 3?
My number 3, I guess, is Soarin'.
Okay,
The
cool.
original Soarin' over California. I really like that one.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun when they built that. That was so new and such a different experience.
The technology and the ride vehicle.
Yeah,
Very
for sure. That was really, really cool. All right, number 2 for me was the original Journey into Imagination. That was such a
Good choice.
fantastic ride, and I mean it. It's just There was so much going on. There was so much real imagination that went into building that ride, and it really built Figment to be the character that he is today. What's your number 2?
The Seas, and it's really hard to decide. Old version, new version. I'm gonna go with Nemo.
Ooh, she picked Nemo over the Living Seas. The Seas with Nemo. You heard it here first. Very interesting. I'm not even angry. I'm gonna have to go with, for my number 1 choice. Oh gosh, this, if you know me, you already know the answer. Horizons. I have such a fond memories of riding that attraction, picking the ending, going on again. It was one of those rides that had a lot of replay value for me. And without further ado, Marcy's number 1. Marcy's number 1.
This may surprise you a bit, Captain EO.
Captain EO. That doesn't surprise me at all. I knew she was going to say that. Captain EO, which goes back to the Imagination Pavilion, presented by Kodak. It was Stanley Kubrick. It was George Lucas. It was, of course, Michael Jackson performing, and one of the most quintessentially 80s show you're liable to ever see. So very good. Now, we want to hear from you guys. What was your top 3 Epcot attractions of all time? It's a tough one. Let's see how they do, Marcy. What do you think?
There are a lot of choices, so I'm interested to see what people say.
All right, good luck, everybody, and we'll see you in the comment section.